Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, please be aware this episode contains the names of deceased persons.
Warramie, you're listening to A Long Con Gone Wrong.
Dark people do quite often shake their hands or talk to them because they are the real Aboriginal people. We're not real, but it's just the way it is.
In 2001, a non-Aboriginal man invents a tribe based on guesswork and plagiarism. In 2002, a local amateur historian begins repeating those same claims. It's now 2023, and those perpetuating this fiction are millions of dollars richer, profiting from stolen and fictional culture, heritage, even our ancestors. Presented here for the first time is a history of the organisations that spawned from this falsehood, and just some of their many ventures into a range of industries, from local councils to the arts, from entertainment to academia. This group of 55 people claim to possess knowledge, reach, and influence, none of which they could demonstrate, all based on the lies of a single white bloke named Warren. It seems as if nothing will stop them, and nobody in any position of authority cares enough to bother, or they prefer the knockoffs. Either way, it hurts. The following archive demonstrates clear deception by Guringai Tribal Link's own Elron Hubbard-alike Mr. Warren Whitfield, Ms. Tracy Lee Howie, and a slew of ne'er-do-wells outwardly presenting as community-minded, culturally informed knowledge holders, when in reality they are nothing of the sort, demonstrating outright disregard for truth, zero accountability, and a racialised disdain for genuine Aboriginal people, culture, and places. It seems certain these people will not stop misrepresenting themselves as traditional bloodline custodians. Sadly, this is a rare instance where you can very accurately judge a book by its cover. For our elders.
A note on the use of the term pseudo-Aboriginal. I use the term pseudo-Aboriginal and pseudo-Aboriginality quite a bit in this work, and it's worth laying out what these terms mean in relation to it. As both appear to be without a current definition, I'll endeavour to set a clearer definition for you. The prefix pseudo is used to mark something that superficially appears to be or behaves like one thing, but is something else. Subject to context, pseudo may connote coincidence, imitation, intentional deception, or a combination thereof. When I employ the term pseudo-Aboriginal, I'm referring to culturally inauthentic, a deceptive portrayal, usually of one's own flawed interpretations of Aboriginal people, history, and culture. Similar terms already in the lexicon are blackcladding, which is businesses passing themselves off as Aboriginal owned or operated, and box tickers, and also race shifting, both of which are claiming Aboriginality for individual benefit. I'm choosing to use pseudo-Aboriginal to describe the activities of Guringai Tribal Link Aboriginal Corporation, its affiliates, and its membership, really, as they encompass both of the above, as well as the use of pseudo-scholarship by Warren Whitfield, Dr. Jeff Ford, and subsequent Guringai devotees.
Chapter 1, 2001 to 2003. In 2015, the Aboriginal Heritage Office released a report titled Filling a Void, a review of the historical context for the use of the word Guringai. The report concludes with the following. It is unfortunate that the term Guringai has become widely known in northern Sydney, and it is understandable that people wish to use it as it is convenient to have a single word to cover the language, tribe, nation, identity, and culture of a region. However, it is based on a 19th century fiction and the AHO would argue that the use of the term Guringai, or any of its various spellings, such as Guringai with a K, is not warranted given its origin and previous use. It is not authentic to the area. It was coined by a non-Aboriginal person, and it gives a misleading impression of the connectivity of some of the original clan boundaries. In 2019, the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council in New South Wales urged people to cease misapplying the name Guringai. Chief Executive of the Council, Nathan Moran, went further, saying the Land Council is aware of a number of individuals who identify as Guringai and claim to be traditional owners of northern Sydney. This is a fallacy, Mr. Moran said, and totally disrespects the required process to qualify for traditional ownership under the respective New South Wales Aboriginal Land Rights Act and Commonwealth Native Title Act. In 2020, Mr. Moran was again forced to correct the record. In spite of this, these Guringai remain, claiming culture that is not theirs, claiming ancestors that are not theirs, and wringing money out of a gullible, hapless, possibly even well-meaning members, the public, as well as the local public service, through a range of interconnected corporate entities such as Guringai Tribal Link Aboriginal Corporation, Guringai Tribal Link, Awabakal and Guringai Proprietary Limited, Guringai Tours Proprietary Limited, and Wannangini Proprietary Limited, and many more corporate entities and other sorts. These people filled their pockets, taking advantage of real Aboriginal history and culture through a complicated financial shell game.